Now, Crook County, same exercise here. What you see is actually across the board, all prices were up, which bodes well for Crook. Now, supply and demand, we saw listings down. So we're down 19 listings from a year ago, 233. We pended 20 houses, which is down 21 from a year ago. However, we closed 25. Now, I view these numbers, right? The active listings and the under contract, I call them windshield numbers because they tell you what's coming down the road, right? They're a predictor of what we're going to have this month, this next month, and the month after. The solds, however, are really a rear view mirror number because they tell us what happened. And so you can see this is what's going on in Crook. Now, if we look at month supply of inventory, what you see here, it's jumped dramatically. In fact, almost doubled, or it has doubled. We've gone from 4.8 months of inventory, right? Almost a balanced market, to now 9.6 months of inventory, which actually puts you in buyer market territory, which is going to be very different for those agents, as I mentioned, who've been in the business 14 years or less, because there's a good chance you've not seen this before. Now, days on market have also increased, right? Gone from 80 days a year ago to now 157 days. So things have slowed down dramatically out in Crook County. Now, if we look at Deschutes County, under 1 million. And again, what you see here, basically a flat market, down 1.5%, down minus 0.2%, and then the solds up 1.9. Supply and demand under 1 million. We have 1,173 active listings, of which 255 went under contract, and we closed 184 transactions last month here in Deschutes County under $1 million. Now, month supply of inventory has actually dropped. We went from 4.2 months down to 3.2 months. And days on market have gone up from 83 days to 103 days. Again, showing a little bit slowing in that average market time. Now, if we look at over $1 million, and again, you see things, the active list price is up, right? So the active median list price right now, 1.599 million, right? So 1.6 million, basically, up 100,000 from a year ago. The under contract price, 1,389,500. That's down 105,500 from a year ago. And the sold price is down also 10% at 1,398,120. So again, we're seeing not prices coming down per se, but we're seeing the lower end of this price point is what's closing. Now, supply and demand across the board, everything is down. So you can see here 309 active listings on the market over $1 million in Deschutes. We put 55 under contract and we closed 41 last month. And by the way, all of those numbers are down. On supply of inventory, which again is interesting, right? So even though inventory is down, it's because the rate of sale is down that we see this going forward. So we've gone from 5.9 months down to 5.3 months. And then, of course, days on market, basically the same. Went from 109 days a year ago now to 107 days. So very little change there in days on market. Thanks so much for watching. Please subscribe and join us as we continue to build careers worth having, businesses worth owning, and lives worth living.